Let's go to Eric in Nevada. Eric, you're on the line.
Hey, how's it going, Jason?
Good, man.
Listen, I got a few points to make, and bear with me. I'm a little nervous. I haven't called a radio station since I was a kid.
That's cool.
Okay, cool. First of all, I want to say thank you for everything you and Alex has done. I've woken up since 9/11 had occurred. As it was happening on the news, and I was a big Fox fan. I'm an ex-military vet. I'm also an ex-football vet. And I started freaking out on the couch as it occurred. I started saying things off the top of my head, things that you guys are spouting out since the first time I started listening to you guys. Mm-hmm. And I want to make a point regarding the lady that called, and she's been giving you a hard time the last couple of nights, and that guy who keeps giving you a hard time, because I need to say this and get this off my chest. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm an older generation. I'm a little older than Alex, but I caught on to you guys through George Norrie. I listened to George Norrie a lot with Coast to Coast.
Sure.
Alex was on there with Steve Quayle. And I just, I'm just into that thing, and I was listening, and Alex came on, and his energy and his power and his voice, he reached me. Mm-hmm. He got to me. And so I started listening to him daily. I found a way to get a hold of his show, and I started listening on the radio, on my window media player. Mm-hmm. And can you get me over?
Oh, yeah, of course I'm going to hold you over, Eric. We're also going to take more callers. Big segment coming up. Wide open phones, 866-582-9933. Latest stories over at theinfowarrior.com. Pandemic level 6, they're openly saying it's going to be declared within 10 days. It was 10 days yesterday. Within 9 days now? Well, this day's almost over. Is it going to be within a week? We don't know. We'll be back after this. It's the Info Warrior. We are back. It's the Info Warrior with Jason Bermas. Eric, you were talking about Alex Jones waking you up, and Alex Jones really was the one that woke me up to the larger picture, the picture beyond 9/11. I was kind of venturing into 9/11 truth on my own in 2002 when I came across Road to Tyranny prior to the invasion of Iraq. And when I saw that movie and I checked the facts on it, it really did change my life and change my perspective on a lot of things. And I lost a lot of sleep, and I thank Alex Jones for that every day, and I think I'm blessed to be able to work in this office and do what I do and be a part of this info war. Continue.
Okay, I'm going to touch on what you just said real quick. And he didn't wake me up. I was awake. When 9/11 happened, I was sitting on the couch watching it. Mm-hmm. As a retired vet, I started yelling. I mean, I was saying things on the top of my head. It actually caused my divorce from my last wife, my ex-wife. And everything's gone well since then. I've been able to calm down. But what Alex did was he brightened my day, because there's somebody else out there on the radio that put out other things other than Sean Hannity and the O'Reillys and things like that. And it was an audience. It was a voice that I needed to hear. So it basically calmed me down. The thing with Howard Stern, I also used to listen to Howard Stern, and the reason why I enjoyed listening to Howard Stern on the way to work or while I was doing my work was because even though I don't agree with everything he said, I like to have a discussion. I don't like to have a one-sided point of view. And even and when he would say things that bothered me, or he would vent or go off the deep end, just like Alex does or Michael Savage might, my point is they're doing it for me, so I don't have to come off like quite the lunatic all the time. So, but to make these few points real quick, because I know I don't have a lot of time, is besides him waking me up 3 months ago as far as to his show, due to his show and listening to him on Coast to Coast, I found him. I watch him daily now. I dropped my DirecTV. Okay, I was addicted to TV. I needed TV just to get through the day, just to, out of boredom. Mm-hmm. I dropped my DirecTV. I became a Prison Planet TV subscriber. Not only did I do that, every month since then I've dropped money in the money bomb prior to it happening, because I just wanted to, every chance I got some money in my check, I wanted to be able to get that money out there right away. That's one. Regarding the Howard Stern thing real quick, my sons are younger than me, of course. They're another generation. But I love my kids. And through you, because of you, they've been able, because Alex and Michael Savage and them kind, they're a little too abrupt. They're a little too loud. They get too much, they get too much energy going, that cracky voice and everything else. But you are calm. You get your point across, especially like Howard Stern. You like other things. You're in a young generation. My 21-year-old is actually listening and paying attention now, because the thing you're showing right now with Milo and all that, he's a gamer.
Yeah.
I only play Madden with him. I can't keep up with these other things. And so, but I love the game systems. But when I saw what I saw, I showed it to him. He found it. He called me into the room. Because of you, him and I have a better dialogue. Not that we didn't have a better dialogue in the first place, but we actually have a dialogue regarding the New World Order. And he he makes fun of me and calls me the conspiracist. But we have a loving relationship that way. If he's not making fun of me rudely. That's regarding my son. My youngest son, who's 12, he asks me every time he comes over, because we have a split visitation, first thing he asks is there anything new? Is there any videos I can watch? He is eager to learn without me manipulating him. He wants to know about what's happening in the schools because he wants to be heads up so he knows what to stand up for and what not to. Now here's the next step. My mother, who's a 60-something-year-old woman, a Puerto Rican-American woman, okay, she dropped her DirecTV just yesterday. She's been listening to Alex Jones on a daily basis whenever she can, because it's simulcasted over and over and over all day long. She dropped DirecTV. She called me over this morning to set her up for prison. Couldn't do it because of computer crash, but I'm going to do it tomorrow for her. My point is, she also demanded that I come over so when we could be together on the Money Bomb Day on the 11th so we can drop money in the Money Bomb because we want to do our part to help out. I've never donated money, not even to my church, because I don't believe that I should have to do anything. I should want to do it. And that's why I also back up your philosophy. So there's 3 generations of why, the argument of what the other people are ragging on you about, it just doesn't stand. I'm an NFL vet that played during the 85 season during the strike, 85, 86, 87. I'm a military vet of 12 years. I got to tell you, you bring a lot to the show. Your calmness, your coolness, your generational the thoughts, also zeitgeist. Because of what you talked about, I went and everything you talk about, I go and I look it up. I review it, I research it, and if I can't find that it's not true, I throw it off and I go on to the next stage. But bottom line is I stay awake. Every time I see an email or see something, I pass it on through email to my friends. My barber asked me not to come back to my barbershop for a while, and he's been my barber for 10 years. Okay?
What, because you just couldn't handle it?
No, because I was scaring his patrons. He emailed me 2 weeks ago and said, please come back, not because I need your business, because you're right.
Well, you are right. And again, it's about keeping an open mind. And if we're not going to go outside of preaching to the choir, of trying to recruit new people in, we're never going to win this thing. We're never going to become... Exactly,
it's about discussion. Having a discussion. Even if I don't agree with you, I shouldn't shoot you down. You shouldn't shoot me down. Just have a discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And Jason, again, don't let nobody get you down. Keep a good job. I wish Alex was there so I can pass my props. And I'm looking forward to hearing myself.
I'm going to talk to him about this call, Eric. I thank you very much, man. Great caller. Really motivational. Really uplifting. And, if I can create a better dialogue between him and his 12-year-old son, his 12-year-old son is asking about what's new on Prison Planet. That's very encouraging to me. That's excellent. That goes beyond just these videos we post at YouTube. This is really a subscription-based program where people can go and check out the entire library of Alex Jones's films uninterrupted, in the highest of quality. My films, on top of that, all these special reports. I used to watch the special reports from Alex Jones's Access program before we had this studio. I was one of the original PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers. And you miss a lot if you don't see those. There's stuff he covers on that program that he doesn't get to cover on the radio program. One of the things that really sticks with me, that I haven't been able to find the source article, but I remember years and years and years ago when TiVo was openly talking about how in the future they wanted to have a brain chip so everything was broadcast into your head and you could download things into your worldwide mind type scenario. And as technology gets better and better and time progresses on, that seems like it is more of not only a possibility but a probability somewhere down the line.